very much. Welcome. So, very much. Welcome. So, we have been numbing him. It's been about like 10, 15 minutes. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Feels fine. Beautiful. So then we will remove, we'll actually go piece by piece. I'll start off with your cheeks and then move up to the forehead. Microneedling is a beautiful treatment for multiple different reasons. It's really good for pigment, fine lines and wrinkles, really good for scarring, texture, and really pore size as well. And give you an all over glow, really. So I'm going to turn my machine on. Any questions?
Getting nervous.
Yeah.
Sweaty palms.
Right? I feel like it's so nerve-wracking knowing that like people are watching you. I'm like, oh God.
I don't know what this is going to be like. Seriously, that's sweaty palms.
It's really not painful. Honestly, you'll feel more of like how do I explain this? Kind of like a pokey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The needle only goes about 2 millimeters into the skin, and that is the deepest it can go. I can always adjust it as well as the speed that the needle goes into. So no matter what, it's always going to be a comfortable treatment.
Talking before I was lots of tattoos.
Right. Any new laser treatment is a little nerve-wracking, but microneedling is really nice because for people that's never had laser, this one's a nice one because then it's not as scary and there's no like noisy machine. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some water. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit smelly. It's just alcohol to clean the skin.
So why do we want to remove the numbing cream before treatment?
So you do want to remove the numbing cream just so that as we're perforating the skin with all the little needles, we're not putting numbing cream in the skin. And I'll also be applying a peptide serum so that it will go into his skin and just feel really nice and have all the ingredients penetrate nice and deep.
Sorry, what are peptides?
Tripeptides. So they're really good for anti-aging and really help you give you that glow and skin regeneration. So I'm turning my machine on. I'm going to start at 2 millimeters, see how that feels for him. If it's too much, I can always bring it down. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and kind of punch. How's that feeling?
Oh, it's totally fine.
Right? Quite comfortable.
Yeah.
You'll see around the bony areas, you'll feel it a little bit more, but always a pretty comfortable treatment. Are you coming in? So I'm going to kind of go into a snake-like pattern just to make sure I get every area that I want. You will see some pinpoint bleeding, nothing to worry about. That's actually a pretty good sign. I kind of like to go until I see that. Depending on your skin concern, that's kind of where I can go a bit more aggressive. How would you describe it right now?
It just, like you said, it just feels like little tiny, I don't know, little tiny pinpricks. It's not that bad at all.
Good. What's lovely about this treatment is there's no heat or energy. So this is really good for every skin type and also every like different ethnicities. Sometimes on darker skin types, you need to be a little bit more careful just for the risk of hyperpigmentation. And then you can't go as aggressive, but with microneedling, I find that You can definitely treat every color of people, people of color. Mhm. Sometimes around the eye area, I can notice some people would get a tiny little bit of bruising. You can always take some arnica pills or an arnica cream just to help reduce that. Nothing crazy though, it'll be really, really small and minimal. I do want to go get in there because then it's really good for crow's feet.
Yeah, really well.
Right?
So overall, how is it feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all. I mean, it's uncomfortable. Like
It's almost like annoying.
yeah, exactly. I mean, but it's not painful. It's like you said, it's just more annoying
Yeah.
than anything. It is nowhere near as bad as a tattoo. Not even close.
So as you can see, the skin's going to get a little bit red. I guess you can't see, right? The skin's going to be a little bit flushed. You'll notice after your treatment, for the first day or two, your skin's going to have definitely some redness to it. Sometimes you'll even see some like pinpoint prickly spots. Um, it'll feel a little bit tight, a little bit dry and sunburny, but just keep moisturizing and be gentle to your skin. Treat it like we just put a bunch of little needles in it, really. And then,
Sorry, can I be outdoors?
no, you
Yeah.
can be outdoors.
Okay.
However, I definitely want you wearing sunscreen,
Okay.
which we should be wearing regardless. Just be careful. You do not want to have some hyper or hypopigmenting.
Okay. So I can sit on my deck in the shade with some sunscreen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is microneedling known under any other name?
That is a good question. Collagen induction therapy. It can be known as that. It's really good to help build your collagen. So, what we're doing is we're creating a controlled trauma to the skin to really help rebuild that collagen. How's the tempo feeling?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, you'll notice on your forehead it's going to be a little bit more spicy just because there is no fat there. But once again, if it's too much, I can always bring it down.
So what does microneedling treat? Like, who is a good candidate for microneedling?
Anyone is a great candidate for microneedling. Anyone that has pigment, fine lines and wrinkles that they're not crazy about. If you have some acne scarring, some textural issues, if you have, maybe larger pores that you want to kind of minimize, this treatment's really, really beautiful. It will give you that beautiful overall glow. And it's really lovely treatment because you can treat so many things all at once.
So I have that fairly big sunspot on my head. Is
Mm-hmm.
this something that diminishes the coloring, diminishes the pigmentation in that?
Absolutely. We're really helping to break down that pigment. How you doing?
Yeah, that's a little bit.
A little bit?
That's good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, if you want me to bring it down, I will. However, for this little spot, I'm definitely going to go a little bit more aggressive just to really help break down that pigment.
Zap it.
Will do. You'll also notice on the forehead, you're going to get a little bit more blood dots.
Okay.
Nothing to be scary. You won't even get to see them because I'll wipe them off.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
It's definitely not tattoo-like, but it's definitely that's a little more painful for sure. but it's not.
Okay.
I am going
It's not-
over the same spot a couple of times just because it's a pigment. When I'll be moving, then it
not
won't feel as
unbearable.
bad.
It's not unbearable. Not clenching,
So
biting.
we have a couple questions. Would microneedling be a better option than laser for melasma?
Yes. So melasma is a hormonal type of pigment. We do not want to be putting any heat unless it's a melasma specific laser. Microneedling is really, really good for melasma. I've treated multiple clients with it and it's been really, really lovely. Do you want stress balls?
I'm good.
Do you want me to bring it down?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I have a good pain threshold.
Okay, I shall ignore you then.
I'll let you know.
Sounds good. I'm going to concentrate a little bit on your
Oh, those-
11s.
My 11s.
Yeah.
That's been being a dad and being a teacher.
That would do it.
Perma frown.
Have you ever had Botox?
Yep.
Does it hurt well above upper lip?
Yes, absolutely. Anywhere on the face. With microneedling is awesome as well because you can either treat everywhere on the body too.
So when you have scarring other than on the face, you can have it
On your body. Mm-hmm. So all I'm doing is kind of working section by section, making my way.
How many treatments would you want to undergo?
So typically I like to start with 3 treatments, 3 weeks apart. After that, I feel like we can decide depending on the severity or how aggressive we want to be. If obviously some deeper scarring or some like really intense melasma, we will need more treatments, but usually I like to start with 3 and then see. Because what if we decide that we want to try something else? What if we want to go more aggressive? What if that's not a concern anymore? I always like to keep a little bit of an open page when it comes to skin because our skin's constantly changing.
And so I'm noticing a little bit more redness on the 11s.
Yes, so I definitely went a little bit more aggressive on his 11s as well on the little pigmentation spot just so that we can treat those problem areas a little bit more.
Would microneedling mix with any other treatments well to achieve desired results? That's maybe like a Botox or cyst or
Absolutely. Even for him in particular, I would probably treat him with a photo rejuve laser. So to really help use that, break the pigment and then come in and microneedle it all in one treatment, which has had a very good success rate.
Are there benefits to doing it as a single treatment and not doing it in 3 sessions?
3 sessions is definitely going to get you a more prominent result, I would say. 1 session would never hurt. Um, you're still creating that trauma to the skin, so your skin's still going to heal itself. It's still going to repair itself. You're still going to be bringing in that collagen, bringing it up to the surface. However, you're definitely going to see much more of a difference by doing your full treatment sessions. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
You kind of get over it after a little while,
exactly.
eh? And I always find like the first treatment, you're always like a little bit nervous, so you're more on edge. And then by the second treatment, your brain kind of knows what to expect,
Right.
and then everything's like, oh, okay, this is fine. This is
So
my.
the lines, because I've got a bunch of those little lines going across. Is this something that helps with that too?
Absolutely.
Okay. because I have had Botox before, and it's been good for that. Not for the 11 because it's so deep.
Yours are
I
too
think I need
strong,
to have
yeah.
a filler probably. To...
That's a question for Carly. But doing this and then doing, like, we'll definitely notice a difference
Okay.
after a series, and then after that, you can probably do your 11s, and then you might get better results. Or not might, you will.
So if we're a client wanting to try the microneedling treatment,
Mm-hmm.
but also do filler or Botox or disc work, is there anything we should know? Should we wait a certain amount of time pre and post?
So I would wait about a month in between treatments, 2, 3 weeks. Well, probably 3 weeks to a month. Or you can do your microneedlings and then go in and do your Botox or filler. But I wouldn't want to do Botox or filler and then right away some microneedling just because puncturing the skin. I'm kind of treating these deeper lines right now. Once again, I'm kind of doing more of a focused treatment. It's so funny how nerve-wracking this feels like. That's okay. I have all weekend. By Sunday, I'll be a pro. Do you find forehead or kind of your scalp is more? Yeah.
Yeah, once you get in right there, sort of around the eyes, that
Okay.
definitely picks up a little bit.
Yeah.
What's recovery like for this? How long?
They give you about a week. Honestly, I find a couple days you'll be good to go. Like I said, you'll be a little bit red, a little bit swollen tomorrow. You might have some spots that have some like pinprick marks, and then after that, you'll be fine.
Okay.
We have another question. How should people prepare the skin before microneedling?
No, try to avoid any retinols, vitamin C's, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, about 3 to 4 days before your treatment. Wear some sunscreen. Don't come in sunburned with or like with an open lesion or anything like that. This is all something that we do talk about in your consultation. So
And so TJ, you're getting more comfortable as the treatment goes?
Yeah, for sure. It was around the eyes. That's a little. It's a
like
little,
right now?
Like, yeah, right around the brow or whatever above the eyes. It's a little painful. Up on the top of my bald head, it was more of a dull kind of, I don't know, throbbing zap. But in between, around the eyes, it's definitely a little more sensitive.
It's really funny how everyone's pain tolerance is so different.
Yeah.
Because I have some clients that sleep through it pretty
Really?
much. Oh, yeah. And then I have other clients that they definitely want it down.
Yeah.
But I've never had a client not like this service.
Good.
Yeah, everyone has really, really noticed a beautiful difference, like overall. And Most people I've actually noticed, like, or most of my clients have said that they've had other people notice how beautiful their skin's looking. Hmm.
Can you book a treatment on the same day as your consultation?
Absolutely, if time permits. Obviously, I'd rather see you in for a consult because what if you have a contraindication and then you get all excited and then we can't do it? But consultations are complimentary.
So what would be some contraindications?
Any open lesions to the skin. Obviously, if you're on like some blood thinners, don't drink before your treatment. If you do, you'll probably just bleed a little bit more.
What kind of downtime would you see after a microneedling?
You're going to see some redness, a little bit of swelling the first day or two. Sometimes you'll see a little bit of pinprick bleeding, and then after that, you'll feel a little bit red, sunburnt and tight. Keep your skin moisturized. Stay away from the sun for at least 2 weeks. And yeah, just stay nice and moisturized. We have some beautiful products here that will complement your treatment and make your healing time go quicker. How you doing on this side?
Yeah, I'm good.
So we have another question. Is it possible to have acne breakouts after treatment?
I would not treat someone with already having some active acne. I'd rather do like either our active acne laser, we could do some peels. We really want to get any outbreaks under control because this is going to be more for like scarring or anything. Um, Sometimes some people will purge a little bit. Nothing crazy though, but not everyone. Most people will not. Okay. We're almost done.
That wasn't bad at all.
Right?
No.
It's so funny. A lot of times on social media, they show you when all the bleeding is there, and then that terrifies people, right? But it's really, really not that scary of a treatment.
Skincare stuff after. Can I still use my typical stuff like toner and
You can. You definitely want to treat your skin as you had a service. So no exfoliation for about a week. Stay away from retinols or anything, maybe for like 2, 3 days. Honestly, everybody is different. If you're used to using very medical skincare, you'll probably recover or your skin will tolerate the active ingredients much better. But kind of listen to what your skin is telling you. But definitely no exfoliants.
How long do you start to see results?
So you'll start to see results about a week after. You'll notice your skin just looks really good. It looks nice and youthful. It feels really firm. And then as time goes by, you'll still keep going. And then by your 3 weeks, hopefully you'll come in for your next treatment. And then you'll notice that then that feeling of glowiness is going to last even longer. And then you'll be able to just kind of stretch that lovely result more. So after your treatment, we will be giving you the Environ Pillow Pack. It has some cleansing lotion as well as some moisturizer that you can try out and also an eye cream. Environ is a beautiful brand that really meshes well with microneedling as it is more of a medical skincare and it does have quite active ingredients. Let's see, for you, I would photo rejuve you and microneedle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
So even being someone who's all about health and wellness, active guy, is there anything we should be aware of working out or any kind of physical activity?
So probably for the next like 24 to 48 hours, maybe don't work up too much of a sweat. I mean, you can go for like something mellow, but maybe don't go crazy, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. How is everything feeling?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna get in here. This is gonna be a little bit spicy, okay?
So we have another question from Nicole. Is it necessary to do full face or full face enough or is upper face sufficient?
Really depending on your skincare or like your skin goals, we can always customize it for everyone. If you want to do, if you don't want to do a full face, if we're noticing the problem area is higher or lower, we can always kind of change that for you. I really enjoy doing a full face just because then we can get really like that overall result. And even if your area of concern isn't necessarily on your, let's say, lower face, you'll still get something out of it. Obviously, this spot's a little sensitive. Good thing a nose is a smaller area and we can kind of just power through it. It's not crazy long.
So nose compared to forehead or eyes.
That's the most painful.
Which is why I leave it for last because it's been numbing for the longest. Okay.
It's okay though.
These are gonna suck. Okay.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, we're good.
Okay,
I just
all
wanted
right.
to really get into that because you have one little pigment right there. Now I'm just gonna rinse off any excess pinpoint bleeding. How good does that cold water feel?
That's good.
I got this pigment really nicely. Okay, fun part. We are doing a peel. So this one is a 20% vitamin C peel. We will be leaving on for about 5 minutes. And what it's going to do is that vitamin C is going to really help get into his skin, and with all the little perforations we did, it's going to be really nice and deep. How does it feel now? Now that
Feels like a little, like you got too much sun. That's what it feels like.
perfect.
A little bit of a sunburn.
Okay, so optional. If you want, you can use the fan. Button is.
What is that? That's gonna.
So what it's going to feel like, it's going to feel really tingly all over. Okay. Some people like it, some people don't. That one's your call.
Okay.
We've gone this far now, so. Yeah. So as we know, vitamin C, really good for brightening the skin. How's it feel?
Yeah.
You feel it?
Yeah, a little bit.
1 to 10, 10 being the most.
It almost feels cold. Like I would say like a 4.
Beautiful. So we do have the options for us. We can do a lactic peel, we can do vitamin C. So again, always customizing it to your skincare needs.
Yeah, you feel it.
Oh yeah.
Wrapping up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
No longer a 4.
No? Well, if it's too much, let me know. And if you want me to, I can always take it off. Beautiful.
So is microneedling helping to increase product absorbency?
Absolutely. Oh. So it is really good to help increase your product absorption. I cannot say that word. The English is evading me right now. It's really good for absorbing your product. Um, Again, because we're creating those that trauma to the skin, everything is going to go in much deeper, which is why he's feeling this peel much more than I would, let's say, if I were to do it. And that's when the French comes out. How are we doing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Beautiful. Has it gone down? Are you finding it staying neutral?
It got, like, as soon as you put it on, when you put it on first, it wasn't too bad. And then when you kind of went over again the second time, then you started to feel it, especially on the cheeks. Started to ramp up a little bit. And now it's kind of come back down again.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit rosy. Nothing crazy though.
Okay.
So no patio tonight.
So, is it a good time to make any purchases right now?
Well, right now, usually we'd go over kind of products, see what you're using at home, what we want to change, if we are liking what we're using. You did tell me your skincare, what you're using right now. It's really nice. It's lovely to see men take care of their skin. Go on that. I think everyone needs to take care of their skin. You only have one. Unfortunately, you can't go out and buy a new one.
My wife trained me well.
Um, Honestly, number one for any laser treatment, any microneedling, dermaplaning, anything, as you'll see, most estheticians will tell you, especially me, sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. Not only can you get skin cancer, it's really bad for signs of aging. It's got it's got so many different properties of why sunscreen is so important. Um, it'll really help reduce pigmentation too, right? Okay, starting to dry a little bit. Do you want me to take the fan?
Yeah, I don't need it. Obviously.
Okay, perfect. Beautiful. So with TJ, what we were looking at is we're seeing a little bit of pigment. So this is why I really did the vitamin C peel. As you can see over here, I'll get you to turn your head. As you can see over here, you can see this pigment spot is definitely coming up just because I treated it more. You'll also see the one over here on his nose that we were a little bit more aggressive. You can even see now the fine lines here in his 11s are definitely plumped up, which is really good, right? Because that's a good inflammatory response, which is what we want. That means that we got in there and really created that controlled trauma. And then, yeah, he's a little rosy. Honestly, you're not even that rosy. So that's really, really good. I'm not worried. You don't need to be worried. And then after that, we'll remove it. I'll put some more peptide serum, and then we're going to do an alginate mask. So the alginate mask is really beautiful. Like in the name, it does have algae in it. Really help to cool everything down. You'll see it'll feel really, really good. Then you can peel it right off. And I'm going to take my hot towel and I'm actually going to cool this down. I don't want hot. Okay, so now we're going to have some nice cooling gauze. How does it feel?
Yeah, I can feel that on the cheeks.
Yeah, so a lot of the times as you're removing it, it'll call what we call peaking. Yeah.
Do we use the same serums for every microneedling treatment?
No, depending on, once again, your skin concern. Peels, I will do different. I thought you said peels. Serum, I do like to use peptide for everyone because everyone can benefit from this one. Nice little cool towel. I need to trim your eyebrows. I'll grab some scissors after.
I just trimmed my head today.
Yeah. Well, they want to
Used
grow
my-
outwards.
Thanks.
Looking at the straw.
Right. Say it because I care.
Gotta get my nose hairs though.
You can wax them. Well, you
I'm
sounded.
afraid to do that.
Yeah. Like those videos. It's really not as bad as how it looks, and also, I'm a professional.
There
I
you
know
go.
what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I will apply some serum.
So the serum goes on and then the alginate mask?
Absolutely, because the alginate mask is non-occlusive, so all the products that I put in his skin with the mask on top, they'll all be forced to penetrate into the skin.
So we're just creating more efficacy.
100%. How do you feel about having your eyes covered with a mask?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine. So now I'm just stirring my mask. It does come in a powder form, and then I add water, and it will solidify. This is the fun, relaxing part for you. This mask does solidify fast, so my application always has to be a little quick. And make it nice and thick, and then after that it will solidify. You can just peel it right off.
How long do you leave it on?
So this I would leave on for about 10 minutes. And I would do a nice hand and arm massage, give you that little bit of bliss touch that we all love so much. Not everything has to be painful in this treatment. Basically, I just want the mask to solidify. You know what? I'm
So
gonna
what
go
is the
out.
mask doing? Like what are the results that the mask is enhancing? What sort of recovery, anything?
Absolutely. So this mask will really help cool the skin down. It'll help calm the skin. I'm actually not going to cover his eyes because I really want to get under there. It'll really help tone down redness, give you that hydration, and remember how we're really getting all those serums under his skin. We're penetrate nice and deep. The serum's got nowhere to go right now but in his skin.
This feels great.
This is everyone's favorite part. This mask can be a little bit tricky for us. It's always a play, but usually it's pretty good. Very like soothing feeling,
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool.
So yeah, typically when this is happening, I'll turn the lights down, give you a nice hand and arm massage, and really get you into that state of relaxation after everything that we just did. Um, and then we'll be able to, I'll go through the pillow pack of the Environ products and you can go through it together and have a look, and then you can give it a try if you'd like. And as you can see, it solidifies pretty fast, which is always nice. Are you finding any tingling still,
No,
or
not at all.
it's gone down
Oh, yeah,
completely?
totally.
Beautiful.
Yeah, feels like cold compress, basically.
Nice. And that's why microneedling is really nice. It's like a little bit of discomfort, but then after that, you have this, and then it feels much better after. Does anyone have any questions, any comments? Who here has had it? Tell me your experience. Because I think I have a couple of you lovely ladies in there. Any Bliss girls? Help me. Yeah, tomorrow I'm doing skin tightening, which I'm pretty pumped.
Sarah says hello.
Hi. You're gonna want to take the mask home.
Frame
Right? First microneedling.
it.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sea foamy green.
Oh, cool.
So Jody D is asking, Crystal recommended microneedling, but I'm still undecided. So would microneedling be, like, what are some step-up treatments, I guess, for someone who's considering some rejuvenation?
So if you're a little bit concerned or like unsure about getting microneedling, I would always say you can always try some peels. We can do some dermaplaning and really talk about how you're feeling and to really get you nice and comfortable. But honestly, peels would be just before your microneedling. And we don't always have to do a peel that's going to make your skin peel or anything. We do have some that are just different types of acids to really help break down that excess dead skin. And then obviously skincare is going to be a big one. But really, microneedling is not as scary as some places make it seem. Right?
Yeah.
Remember how nervous you were
I
at
know,
first?
my
And
hands were sweating and
yeah,
there's nothing.
and then you just kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
If you put the thing over the
Yeah.
mask over, I would
A nice little eye pillow
nod
and
and rate 'em.
take a nap. Why
So
not?
Jody says that she's done peels, so we're just asking her what results are you looking to achieve. So once she lets us know, we can maybe help her with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the importance of aftercare to you? Like, a lot of people come in and we're investing in ourselves and our self-care and our treatments, but we're not necessarily investing into the skincare. And is it a good time right now to maybe purchase some skincare items?
Perfect. So aftercare is really important. Just think of your skincare as the main thing, and then me as coming in and giving you that little boost. So if you're coming in and getting this treatment done, I'd really like it if you're using good skincare, because right now we're a team working together. So you have to do your homework at home and take care of your skin, and then I can take care of your skin here when you come every 3 weeks. We do have 25% off of our products and treatments as well right now. So now's the perfect time to come in and get some post care for all your treatments and really accentuate and accelerate your result. They really work in synergy together.
So we have Lauren C. What's the difference between microneedling and laser skin tightening?
Laser skin tightening is going to be more of targeting block heating of the skin. So we're really targeting the collagen and to really give you that nice lifted look, and really helping rebuild your collagen. That's it. So if it's someone that just is worried about skin laxity, skin tightening is going to be beautiful for them. If someone wants a little bit of everything or melasma, then microneedling would be a better option. You will get a bit of skin tightening from it just because everything's going to look and feel really firm, but that's not necessarily the main target.
So Jody is responding to kind of the results she's wanting. She has very good skin for her age, but I'm looking to address the signs of aging. My pores are quite large and I have milia.
Microneedling would be a beautiful treatment because then you're going to get just that overall treatment that kind of pinpoints a little bit of everything. Milia could be due to under exfoliating or maybe a moisturizer that's a little bit too rich. So maybe just have a look at that. So as you can see, I'm kind of just playing around with the edge and lifting it. And then I'll be able to just pop it all off to reveal nice calm skin.
Do you microneedling on other parts of the body besides the face?
Absolutely. Anywhere if you have like scarring, some pigment, discoloration, you can even do some stretch marks. You can do anywhere on your body. Now I'm just removing the little mask pieces.
So overall, TJ, would this be a treatment that you would do again?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's it felt better with the mask on. Feeling the heat come back a little bit, but I mean I'm 47, almost 48, and
You look great.
The age is showing, but I mean I'm doing whatever I can to try to
slow it down.
Slow it down.
Absolutely.
My problem is I love the sun, and I know it's bad for me, but I love the sun. And I'm indoors as a teacher so much that I don't see enough of it. So when the summer hits, it's like I want to be on a patio.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can compromise. You can always be on a patio, but wear your sunscreen. Put on a hat.
I like having the color in the summer, but
you can always get a
spray tan.
Exactly. We live in a world now where we have beautiful options that will not hurt your skin. So I'm putting some vitamin A, C, and E oil from our Environ line. This is going to give him some nice hydration and to really help repair so that he heals nice and fast. And it feels really good. My dad wanted to watch so bad. Yeah, I'm really happy he didn't. Sunscreen. So now I'm using our Tizo 3. This one does have a small tint to it. It won't really give you coverage, but it also won't give you that white cast on your face. Because, yeah, you do have a decent tan. So.
Do I? That's all from
Alberta standard. How's your skin feeling now?
Yeah, it feels better.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Any tingling?
It's more just heat.
Heat.
Yeah.
Heat is good. Heat builds your collagen.